It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Kenny Pickett. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Colts and the Eagles next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 52 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Pickett's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 27, Pickett. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. To the air on first down with Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut. Threw a couple of touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now he's seeing what it takes to win at this level.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Mixon on first down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. From the 24, Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Back to throw, Pickett. That's going to be caught by Fryer. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Mixon last week, 17 carries, 59 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. From just shy of midfield, Pickett. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, there's Fryer, complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. That puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively, they're trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Gets around him. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw here.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he bats it away. First down incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Singletary to get the drive started. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
first catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
An option handoff here to Mixon. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Dance, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Now he steps away.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
2nd and 2. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. DJ Moore from 6 yards away.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Pickett. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To the air on first down with Pickett. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. A touchdown pass for Trey Lance in that one. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Rondale Moore, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon.
Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Pickett throwing again on second down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. It's Adams.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So we turn to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Singletary going to get the handoff.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now Pickett. And that will be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 2nd and 5. A quick throw, but incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And one more time, here's Kirk. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Pickett.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Pickett now on first down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw, Pickett. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Second and 9 now. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw. Yeah,
and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. That's complete to McBride. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 25 on second down.
Pickett. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Pickett now from the gun here.
Open man there is Fryer, complete. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.